So let's talk about the case study here. I wanted to kind of show you what we were dealing with, and kind of show you the funnel so that you can kind of see for yourself what we did and how you could perhaps do it as well. So let me bring this up here. So this was the page that we set up to do, and again, as you could see, it has just a brief video. I made this video, by the way, using Adobe Spark. Adobe Spark, which is a free program that I have complete training for you. If you are a VIP member, member of RealFast VIP, go to the Super Pack that talks about Super Simple Video. It's the Super Simple Video Super Pack, and I teach you how to use the Adobe Spark program. And so I use it for this. This is about, as you can see, about a minute 20 little video that explains the content. This was built on a ClickFunnels page. Now it doesn't. There's nothing magic about ClickFunnels. This I could have set up in OptimizePress on WordPress just as easy. But again, we did that. And it just basically explained that registration is free, so this was a free deal. Now I will say that I told you that there were two ways to buy the recordings for the summit, and in order to give further incentive to my faculty to mail on this, to promote this summit, I gave them affiliate links and affiliate commissions for the reoccurring revenue that comes from your membership or memberships within VIP, as well as the $77 deal. So not only to go back to why they would want to participate, they get the content, it's their content, they get to list build, and they get to make money. Okay? They get to make money. Because they stand to make an affiliate commission off of this. Okay, really important. And then on this page, I had share buttons. Although I plan to do more with social sharing. Again, because I was just last minute rush. I did not do nearly as much social media stuff as I wanted or had planned. And that's, again, goes back to if you can finish this a week beforehand and do a week of promoting before it goes off, or lining up, arranging, organizing to promote, it would have been better, and I could have used more of this. But again, well, I'm just telling you like it is what happened in this particular thing, so that maybe you can learn. Then we had all of the faculty members here, just a little, not a lot of copy, as you notice. It had just basically 2 or 3 lines of copy for what each person was going to do, all the way through, and another registration link down here. And that's it. Pretty simple, actually. Pretty simple. So that was the page and what it looked like, and you could do something similar, fairly easy with ClickFunnels or OptimizePress, and there's other solutions out there, but those are the two that I generally use. Okay. All right. So the next step that's I think pretty operative here is this one right here. Let me get. Because once they registered here, they were taken to a page that looks like this, which was the next page in the funnel. Hey, thank you, you're registered, check your email. So what I did with this page right here is when they registered here, they actually got put onto my GoToWebinar list. It registers them here onto GoToWebinar, okay? We connected those two things. We integrated those two things so that the next thing they saw was this page here. Hey, thank you. You're registered. Check your email for confirmation. Here's the agenda. We start, whatever the date was, start time. Once again, I remind them via GoToWebinar, check your email for confirmation. And notice, I just put run times here because I didn't know exactly what time these things were going to start and stop, because I knew I was going to interject. And for me, again, I don't do well by staying on a schedule. I wanted to give people an idea, like, oh, well, the one I really want to learn from is Amy Collins, and that looks like it's later in the day. Just sort of, they can kind of guesstimate, 50 minutes here, an hour here, an hour and a half here, so forth. Oh, it's probably going to be this afternoon. I'll check back this afternoon. Okay, whatever. So that's what I did. And it'll probably, even though it's not as convenient, I don't think, to participants to do it this way. It also gives you more flexibility to do more. All right, to say more, to perhaps sell more if you are selling on this. And I did in between, and I'll show you that in just a second. In between each of these lessons, I did make a pitch to join this group. Maybe you're here right now as a result of one of those pitches. If so, thank you. My children thanks you. My standard poodle thanks you. Okay. So going further down the page, here's the big problem right here. Can't make it, or I have to miss some of this one day only event. Upgrade to an all access digital pass. Blah blah blah. Go on. And then here were the two options. Okay. All the way through. I also then reiterated my who was on my faculty, and another time for this. Okay, another time for that, offer ends, blah blah blah. Okay, so that was the second page that people saw. All right, now the other thing, I told you that I needed and wanted to have a backup in case everything failed, in case my iMac failed, in case my keyboard failed, in case GoToWebinar failed, in case my microphone failed. I wanted a backup, right? Because all these things have to work in order to make this come off. So what did I do? Well, I did this, which is another reason why it's a good idea to pre-record. So I took the entire all of the sessions. I made them into a playlist, a YouTube playlist. So if you were to look here, these are the entire thing. They're all there. So that if everything blew up, I could send an email, likely, to this link and say, okay, we've had technical issues, but you still had access to the summit, right? You still weren't gypped, right? You still got, no one paid for it, but you still got access, and you didn't feel like your time was wasted or whatever. Maybe you took the day off, because people will take the day off, especially on some of these events, and just do the event. Okay, so I had that backup, and I suggest if you do one of these summits that you have a backup as well. Okay, so anything else I wanted to teach you about this stuff? Nope, that's it. So any questions on the summit and whether or not this was helpful to you? And obviously, you could sell your books doing this. Okay, it doesn't have to be the recordings, or it could be you can give people a recording, and if they bought your book, right? So that could be another way to incentivize and get people to buy your books. By the way, I should say this. You would not have to make your summit 9-10 hours long, okay? You would not have to do that. you could go, you could do it for 5 hours or 4 hours or 3 hours and do half-hour segments. So you don't have to do this behemoth like I did. Clara, by the way, it was Clara. I think it was your initial idea, if I recall this correctly. I think you were the first one that came to me with this question. Hey, how do I make my first $500, or how do I make my first money? I think is what you said. So I credit Clara with the initial idea for this. Thank you. Here it is. It has come to fruition. It is born fruit. Okay. So I want you to go now. Now it's your job to take these things and go make money with them. Okay. You got that? That's your challenge from me to you. All right. So Clara asked, was your YouTube recording backup listed as private? Yes. It is. It is not obviously open. It's not obviously an open and out there.